Welcome, Patriots. This is the Rainmaker's 3-minute orientation that will help prepare you for when JD reaches out to try and help you get settled in. If you have any questions after this, just contact me directly in a DM. So what we have here is a system of community building, friendship building, and what we do is tweet and retweet each other's stuff. We put people in groups, and that's the whole system. I'll just show it to you real quick. We're going to try and do this in 3 minutes. Wish me luck. Alright, so let's go over here to a message. Alright, so here we are. We can use this one right here. This is a room. Okay, first thing I want you to do when you get to a room is you're going to go up here to that eye and follow all the people in your room. And what that will do is they will get your information. When you post, when you tweet, they'll all see it. And they'll follow you back. So your network will grow. And when you throw something out there, you'll hit a lot more targets. And then that will grow more. It's a great system, and I think you're going to like it. While you're in here, you'll see people talk, and I didn't see anybody in here talking earlier, but it depends on the room, depends on the time of the day. But at any rate, so what you do is you create a meme. Now, not everybody can create memes, I understand that, and you can go borrow them from somewhere else. And the meme is just a picture, right? And this is the tweet. And it's important to have a good meme because that's the thing people look for, right? Everyone's looking for a picture. So you find a good meme, and then you want to add something funny, something interesting to your content, and then you also want to add some hashtags, right? I think you guys mostly will understand that, but there's some new people that have never done this before, including myself just 5 weeks ago. So here's your meme this person created, and it's good if everyone can create a meme, and ideally everyone will create around 10 each per day that they're working. And if you're only here for part of the day, just a little bit, but you get the idea. We need people to create memes, and then everyone in the room is supposed to retweet everyone else's tweet. So it's important that you follow everybody, and it's important that you try to retweet everything, but don't retweet things you don't agree with. Don't damage your reputation because you don't believe in what it says, or you're a little bit, maybe it's too risky or a little too far out there. I mean, you have to use good judgment. Some are a little bit, well, let's just say the world's not ready for all the bad news we got coming. We'll leave it at that. You act accordingly. So once you create your meme, and we're going to pretend like we created this one. Okay, so I'm going to click on it. Once you create your meme and put your tweet in with it, you'll be out in Twitter land, right? You do that in Twitter. I should probably show you that. I'll show you that here in a second. Well, heck, let's just show you right now. Alright, so let's say this is your page. This guy's getting free advertising. He does a good job for us. Alright, so you're on your page, and you click right here, tweet, bang. And then right here, you select, here's your pictures, your photos, which is your meme, is a photo. And here's GIFs, which are just short little videos. So you click on this, and then that'll take you into your files. I'm going to do it. Let's see. All right, here you go. So there you go. There's my meme, and I load that, and then I put up in here, and I'm going to type. Don't start your thing with @so-and-so. That kind of turns people off. It needs to be a little bit more interesting than that. So you can say, okay, that's just off the cuff, just something silly. Yeah, it's actually not silly. I believe that 100%. But I would normally do a much better job trying to come up with something interesting. But I do love our troops, and I do anything for them. So then I'm going to add some hashtags to it. And evidently I've spelled troops wrong. I think it might be 2 O's. So anyway, you can see you can right click on it, and it'll let you know if you're messing up. So then we're going to add some hashtags, and we always try to add these. You always want to put POTUS in there because they keep that as a record. And Twitter's less inclined to mess with it and keep people from seeing it. And you can put other stuff in there. You can put, you know, whatever. You can put in something like that, or you can look and see what's popular. Like on a Saturday, you might want to steal this one because people will search that. That's called hijacking the tag. So people will search hashtag SNL for Saturday Night Live, and it'll bring them right here. You can also do TBT. That's Throwback Thursday. That's a very popular one. You can see what's out there and sort of hijack that. Okay. You can also put in things that you believe so that people in your movement will find it and they'll be more inclined to share it. So you're not really hitting a new audience, but you know, you're hitting a larger audience when you do things like that. Okay, you don't want to put a whole bunch in there. Some people just list a whole bunch in there. I don't think it really works out as well. It's less inclined to be shared unless the meme is really, really good. I think it's better off putting something interesting in there, something people believe in. Like I love our troops. And I do want the whole world to know. And hopefully a lot of them will get a chance to see this. So when you're all done, normally I end with POTUS, by the way. But when you're all done, you tweet that. And I'm not going to do it because I want to put a better meme together if I'm going to do that. Well, heck. We're going to do it. There you go. So now I've tweeted that. Now I've got to go find it, which is kind of a pain. And I'm sure somebody knows a better way to do that. But I'm back. This is my page. This is the Rainmakers, our group. Here's my tweets. And sometimes it takes a few minutes for it to load the latest thing you've put out. This is called a pinned tweet. If you didn't know, this is one I just pin on there. It's the top one every single time, all day, every day until I change it. It's called a pinned tweet. Here's the one we just sent out. Okay, and this is good because sometimes this will be different. Well, here you can reply to it. Which you're not going to reply to your own meme, but you get the idea. Here you can retweet it. Here you can like it. Here's the analytics on it. You click that and it shows how it's doing or whatever. So a lot of times you'll have an envelope right here. And if you click that envelope, it'll take you back to your room. I'm going to show you what I mean by that. Right here, same thing. Share to direct message. So if you don't have one, you'll have the other. That's just how it works. See if I can find an envelope. Oh, here's an envelope. Okay, this is a perfect example. And yeah, this person follows us, and we're thrilled to have her. At any rate, so you want to share that to your direct message. And then you want to send it back to your room. And if you recall, we were in room 25. So there you go, Rainmaker 25. Okay, and then I'm going to send that in there. And then people can retweet that. Everyone in the room should retweet that, which is why it's important for it to be spelled right and be a little bit tasteful, not be too out of bounds. You get what I'm saying. And then that's how it works. So then after I do mine, then I come in here and I start retweeting everybody else's. That's not a tweet. Let's see. So like this one. We'll go to this one. And you should be retweeting all of them if you agree with them. So here you have yeah, how can you argue with that? So I love it. I'm going to go ahead and like it, which I already have, because to be fair, I've made this video 4 times now. And then you're going to retweet it. Then when you retweet, you want to add content. Always want to add content, because when you retweet it, you want other people to share it and show it more people, and hopefully they add content and more people share it. And that's how we get our message out, see? It's not just as simple as saying retweet, retweet, retweet. That's dead. Once that goes out, no one's going to retweet that. No one's going to really, unless it's a very interesting picture or something, most people leave it drop right there. So you want to add some content. So I'm going to add something new to it. Something I'm very proud of, except for the fact I don't know what I'm doing. All right, let's try that. So there's your lesson. You got to make sure you click in the box. Okay, that's our brand new website. All right, you add a little bit more content to it. And, you know, spell it right if you know how. I don't know how to type, which just shows you don't have to be great at any of these things. All you have to do is care enough to try, and the rest takes care of itself. I've actually gotten a lot better at this stuff than I was before, and soon you will too if you're not already. So then I would usually add more information here, and I try to make it interesting, something to think about, something funny. I mean, that's really what you're trying to do, is get things that people want to share. Okay, no pressure, but that's the idea. Then after that, you want to add some other hashtags, and we try to put the same ones in frequently. Okay, we want to use that one a lot because that drives our message. And Twitter is not case sensitive. Like when they tally everything in the analytics, it's not case sensitive, but it's easier to read if you make the certain letters capital, clearly. All right, so here's another one we add almost all the time to help out the Q team. And the Anons on the boards, they like to see that, and they're working their guts out. We support them. And you want to add at POTUS every time. And the reason why is because Twitter is less likely to mess with your tweets if that has that on there, because they have to keep track of that for obvious reasons. People can make threats to the president, do things like that, so they file all that stuff. And I think it makes it, the general consensus is that people are less inclined to mess with your tweets. Twitter is less inclined to mess with your tweets if you include that on there. You can also include the real Donald Trump. That's a lot longer. And you can type in other things too. Although I usually put at POTUS last, you can put in that, or whatever. We've discussed that to some extent. That's it. So you add some content, and off it goes. And you click tweet. Okay. And that's it. Then you go back to the room, which let's see. You go back here. And I'm sure some people have a much better way to do this than I do, but I have a lot of stuff going on because all the rooms are on my plate here. You come in here and you go to the next tweet, and you send that one out. You get the idea. So that's it. That's your 20-minute, 3-minute orientation. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any questions, let me know. Send me a DM. Like I say, there's lots of people interested. It does take some time to work through the list. Thank you for your time, Patriots, and we'll see you out there on the front lines.